That's not Baby Shark, is it?
Pardon me?
That wasn't Baby Shark, was it?
No.
Okay, that scared me for a second.
No.
No.
Do not.
All right, you are heard but not seen.
Oops.
You know what time it is, Vivi?
Time for a
Hammer
snack.
time.
No!
It's almost as bad as this is.
Oh no!
I introduced Becca to that song probably like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, she
That's
never
way
heard
too
it
loud, isn't it?
Never.
Let me turn that down.
She
Sorry,
not
guys.
had
Hang on.
that earworm.
I don't know. And then after I showed her, not only does Facebook listen, but Lamb Chop started to show up all over Walmart.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, it's a dog chew toy now, but I mean.
I didn't know they still made lamb chop stuff.
I guess so. Someone's hanging on to a moment of success there.
A moment of success, trying to bring it back.
I don't think they even made it to the 15 minutes of fame. Yeah,
They
because
were
it never
around
ends.
for a while.
Lamb chop never ends.
Lamb chops are delicious.
Wow, that took a turn real quick.
Really quick.
Someone had to do it.
Hello, Amanda.
That's why she's not around anymore.
Mikey. All right, good. Thank you. I know it was a little bit hot coming in, but we got it now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are.
Josh, every single time. You guys are a mess.
He's just trying to earn the GIF again.
Yes, I am.
He is.
Give me the GIF.
You have to earn it.
Ah,
Not just given.
Start out the game right. Yes, thank you, Bruce.
400 to start the game out right. All for John. Boo. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So John gets
Kill
2
us.
plus 1.
Kill us, Moose. Let us die.
Oh, thank you so much. My good friend. Yes, that is awesome. Thank you, sir. Now, remember, we've been less clear on this for this stream than we have been on our Sunday stream, but we've changed the economy. Every 200 that's given in bits is a +1. It takes 5 +1s to equal an advantage. So if you have 200 or 400 bits given to you, that's a +2 that you can add to your rolls. That must be declared in advance. If you get a total of 5 of those, then that can be converted to an advantage where you roll. So you can choose, like, do I want +5 or do I want to roll 2 d20s?
Can I have like a +7, +8?
Yeah,
Just
you can. Yeah,
infinitely
yeah.
stack my pluses.
Yeah, absolutely, you can. Yes.
There's no limit on the plus ones as of
Yeah.
now, at least.
Yeah, that's right. So the limit is 10. So beyond 10, you have to convert to advantage or save them. But yeah, if you want to do a +7,
decent.
you can do a +7. That's not that much different than something like True Strike that someone can use as a spell. So it works in the game economy.
Oh, so if somebody gives you 400 bits, then you can add a +2 to your roll.
Exactly.
You're saying? Okay,
Exactly.
gotcha.
Or you can save that +2 until you have 3 more +1s and then make it an advantage.
Advantage.
Precisely.
Gotcha.
So what I've got right now from Moose then is +2 for the DM. Thank you, my friend. All right, let me kick off what happened last time because we are going to be limited on time tonight. I want to jump into it as quickly as possible. And pull that.
Will we ever be limited on time?
Sometimes Evelyn, sometimes me. And tonight it's me. I'm traveling to someplace tomorrow. And so...
Should come to LA.
I will be soon, so I'll let you know. Yes, I will be, actually. All right, so you want to know what happened last time? Let me tell you what happened last time. Evelyn, can you remind us what happened last time?
Well, last time we started off with everyone riding on their horses on the road, and we rolled a couple of days worth of travel, and then Toldar actually asked to camp so that he could make secret conspiratorial plans with Rizia to abandon everybody because they told us up. I mean, I'm not offended or anything or bitter about it whatsoever, whatever. But no. So yes, we took me camp. And Rizia kind of went off to the side to prop up her injured ankle. Taldar actually went and joined her, and they whispered together for a bit about their time running short and them not thinking that they would be able to make it with the rest of the party in tow. So they were going to take third watch and then take off while everyone was asleep. And so, yeah, that was kind of discussed. And then Laura went over and cast Lesser Restoration on Rizia's ankle, and that actually helped significantly. And Rizia found her ankle feeling much better than regular healing had provided up to that point. During these conversations that had happened, Anaho and Rasmus were actually talking a bit. There was some discussion of identifying some objects, which Rasmus was very interested in a spell book that Anaho had. Anaho was trying to figure out a ring, which he basically twisted and spun and tapped and all sorts of different things. There was a reference to the Lord of the Rings during that whole process. And
Poppycock.
yeah, but he couldn't quite make sense of that ring. But yes, and Laura and Rizia actually talked a little bit about the flowers, or the flower that Laura had given to Rizia, and Rizia in turn actually gifted Laura a necklace that belonged to her mother of a magnolia flower. And then they talked a bit about trees, and Rizia asked Laura if she could track, which we learned at the end of the stream had to do with Laura actually hoping that Rizia hoping that Laura might be able to find her and Taldar after they had left. But yes, so once their conversation concluded, Laura went to sleep kind of immediately, and then Rasmus came over to talk to Rizia, who apparently was the most popular person in the party last time. There was a bit of more discussion, and Rizia actually he went to try to heal her again, and she actually said her ankle was feeling a little better. Laura helped. So they talked for a few moments and then came back to the fire where the white stone that Rizia had picked up many sessions earlier while they were still in the dungeon where they had been captured by Drax had tumbled down the stairs that she had collected from that. It actually started superheating basically and burned her, and she kind of threw it out of.
Hey, so let me pause there because I don't want to make this sort of rote in process, but you guys remember when you were in the prison, of course, and the body of Moria laid on the ground and all of that occurred. That stone was sort of an afterthought that bounced down after the Fiend Sage had gone up. When that came up in that last session, did any of you feel surprised, expecting? What'd you think of that?
I've been waiting, but few characters later.
A few characters later. Thank you, Old School. Thank you, Mystical Unicorn.
I was very hesitant because I felt like this was the Halia comb thing all over again. I was ready to rage.
Makes sense. Rory? You were about to say something. If you're not, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I did. I mean, it was something. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
Of her pocket, and everyone was just debating whether or not it was something they should throw in the fire or not, when an illusion of the Fiend Sage appeared and was like, hey, you guys are currently working for Drax, he's trying to kill you, slow ride with me and I won't kill you, in fact I'll help you a whole bunch.
All right, I very rarely interrupt Evelyn's incredible reconstructions. This was so good, but think of it less as an illusion. I think I tried to describe it this way, but perhaps I failed. It's an illusion. What's that? Sorry, go ahead, Evelyn.
You said illusion. I double checked.
I did. I did say illusion, but I was thinking in my head, and if I didn't say it, it's my bad. It's an illusion that looks like the anachronism hologram. Star Wars, imagine, this image popping up from the stone, illusory, but like a holographic image. And exactly as she said, I should shut up and just let her continue. Go ahead. I did it again, didn't I?
So basically, the Fiend Sage said that no matter what the party would do, Drax was going to kill them if they returned
Right.
the bone that they have been after for a while now. But that he wouldn't, and in fact offered them lots of boons in return. And Rizia was like, well, why should we trust you? I mean, you don't seem like a very nice guy either. And so he was like, well, this isn't about trust. This is about whether you want to live or die. And so, yeah.
Did he say such a thing?
He basically said, well,
no.
if you wanna side with me, you can go that way, and there'll be someone on the road. And if you go with that someone, I'll take that as you agreed to help, and it'll speed you along your way. And so then he disappeared. And then there was the discussion of then again throwing the rock in the fire, which it ended up not getting thrown in the fire. But watches were taken once everyone had, except for Taldar and Rizzi had fallen asleep. Taldar left a carving of a barbarian that he had done on his where he was sleeping or would have been sleeping. And he and Rizzi had tried to sneak off. However, Allura caught sound of them trying to sneak off and was like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" And they were like, "Oh no, nothing, whatever." And basically explained, "We're leaving," and Allura was like, "No, you're not without me." And so she decided she was going, and Rasmus woke up and he said, "Well, I'll go along with whatever you decide, Allura." And she was like, "Well, I'm going," and he was like, "Okay, I'm coming too." And then everyone decided to come, and so. Taldar and Rizia immediately. What is?
Rasmus put forward the thought and the perspective that yes, sometimes leaders make decisions on behalf of the rest of the party, whether the rest of the party likes it or not.
Yep.
And that's what being a leader means.
He
That's
did.
all I want to say. Please continue.
Yes, you got it. And so, but Taldar and Rizia were not waiting for everybody else to get their stuff together. They were going to go ahead and go. So, yeah, basically stuff got scooped up and people jumped on horses and they started following and started riding as fast as they possibly could towards their hopeful destination that they would hopefully arrive to on time. A woman, as they were making their way along the way,
Poor woman.
started shouting for help. That the children had
A kind and utterly ignored woman, one that will plague you.
Well, there was a couple of us that did not. Well,
Yes.
I was maybe not nice, but we did not ignore her.
Rasmus actually tried to help her initially first, and then
Rasmus did not ignore her. No, that's for sure.
Continually tried.
yeah.
Well,
Apparently, the looming sense of doom and death that the pressure that the party has been under made them not want to stop to help this woman with the children that had been being and so basically, even though Naho actually went back for her, rode brought her to the party to kind of decide whether or not they would help her. The decision was no, and she was left behind, and she was like, well, you guys suck. And
no, she totally was. She was not happy. If you know, she was not. You guys made an enemy with that. Yeah.
yeah. And so we ended last time with the party riding onward.
Right
towards
onward.
their death.
And that's where I was going to start tonight. And that's where we'll stop this. Well done, as always, Evelyn. We'll save the character intros because we are already deep into the show tonight. And let's jump right into it. So you're on the road heading north from Relastra up through the Great Kingdom. And you have already encountered two settlements. Taldar seeming to understand this road quite clearly. And I'll pull the map up here so you can see this. You are now north of Farlin, heading toward Parlad, now emerging into this sort of green area here, which is between the hills of the Gold Cliffs. There is a sense of almost unavoidable, you're not going to make it. You can feel it. And in fact, I'll tell Taldar and Rizia this. You both know that you as barbarians could outdistance the horses, should you choose to. A long march a strong marching human can outdistance a horse over long areas. Not short for sure. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just, acknowledging the reality. So as you head north here through the Flanness, that's where we begin tonight's Greyhawk Awakening, episode 70. Golly, I can't believe 74 episodes that we've had now on the show. This is 18 for book 2, and we begin. You're on the road. All of you have just left behind the woman who cried out for help.
What time of day is it?
It's still midday. You had encountered her, I think, late morning, if I'm remembering correct. If I'm remembering it wrongly, that is now what is actual. I'm saying that, so whatever it was. So it's like midday. We're summer here, but it's not a hot summer. It's a warm but sort of a temperate summer. Again, you're not too far from the coast. Gentle breezes blow off. The sun hangs low in a clear sky of blue, and the trees waft in the breeze. Birds singing, squirrels rustling about. You see small game animals along this trail. It's a well-traveled trail. Even now you're getting past the area of the Flanness, past where the Great Kingdom saw its most desperate falling, and heading more toward the barbarian lands. The Principality of Delarak is just ahead, and you all sort of canter along or move at a trot. You tell me what pace you're traveling.
So Taldar would be moving as fast as his horse would go.
So so Taldar's smart. So are you galloping? A gallop will only hold such pace. So there's a maintainable pace and a sprint pace. So what is Taldar doing?
At this point, he would probably midday. He would probably rotate between short sprints and a little bit of slowness. He's going to wear this horse out. There's no doubt about it. He's going to choose to use the horse to his best ability to go as far and as fast as he can.
All right. So that's sort of riding the horse to its limits, even if it means
Correct.
to its sort of health detriment, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll ride it to its heart stops, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right. So Taldar, you see, snaps the reins. He thrusts his steed forward. Party, what are the rest of you doing?
Rizia will follow suit, if that's how fast he's going.
Okay.
I know her horse is not a war horse, but she will try.
But the
to
war
keep
horse
up?
doesn't necessarily go faster. It's just
okay.
it's a heavier steed. So, but it's not necessarily faster than the remaining horses. What about you, Elora?
Laura will not go the full pace, but just keep eyes on the barbarians ahead. She's going to try to not completely lose them, but she doesn't want to overpace her horse.
All right, that makes sense. What about Anaho and our amazing...
What do you say, Rasmus?
Rasmus will be at the very back of the party, just having been silent this whole time, and he'll just be keeping with Elora. He does not wish to ride his horse till the brink.
All right. Anaho, you're on a pony, which could not keep up with the other two anyway, but do you drive the pony to its maximum effort, or do you stay with Elora and Rasmus?
No, I'll stay with the two of you, because if this thing dies, my legs are just a bit shorter than everyone else's. And
Okay.
I've only already had this thing almost attack me once. I don't prefer that to happen again. I do not know what horses are capable of. Such odd creatures.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, DM Dave, by the way. We're going to shout out. He's got a charity coming up here later in May. We're going to shout out after the break. All right, so that means Rizia and Taldar pull away from the rest of the party, which they tried to do covertly and were foiled by the party, but now they're off on their own. As the trees blur by, as your horses froth at the mouth, you can feel the thundering of their hearts and the breath in their lungs. Really no opportunity to talk. You distance the party. Anything else you're doing as you thunder forward?
We can't talk because it's four horses.
Well, you could scream, you could yell, you could drop a bottle of water. You could, you could sing songs. Give me a lusty song at the top of your throat. Whatever you're doing, like you can. All you're doing is writing, or are you doing anything else?
Focused on writing.
I'm on the hunt for melons. I'm just joking.
All right, you come across, you pass through the conifers here in the mid Flanness, and as the hills of the Great Gulfs recede, you turn the corner and you see a winged shape. You can hear the wings ahead.
Rizia will pull the reins a little bit, and she'll just previously, like when we were at on those cliffy areas, she whistled over to Taldar. She will do the same.
He'll hear the whistle and kind of slow minimally, just to look at Rizia
And she'll
and see
bring
what she's thinking.
Yeah, and then she'll, if he slows down a little bit, she'll make the horse go a little bit faster just to kind of catch up with him. Do you hear that? And as she says that, she'll kind of look behind us just to see how far the others are from us.
You see they're probably about a quarter mile behind now at this point. You're not too far from the woman that you left behind. In fact, not too far from Farlin, the village that you left behind. And as the creature approaches, you see it's not that large, but it's probably 3 times the size of a horse, and it is headed straight towards you.
Is it? Can we discern what it looks like?
As you look closer at it, whoops, sorry, no, didn't mean to put that up there. As you look closer at it, you can see it is in fact a beast of strange visage. It has wings and the body of what looks like a lion. You can see the face and the mane of a lion behind it. Long wings, like draconic wings, but not big enough to be a dragon. And there's a tail that whips behind with long spikes. As it lands, the air buffets around it, and it looks at you and lets out a deep and vicious roar.
And with that roar, Taldar will jump off his horse and pull out his axe. He'll look at Rizia.
You leap off your mount.
Nothing's going to be easy in this trip.
We don't really have time for this, so let's get it over with. And she'll hop off.
As you hop off your horses, they actually whinny and shy away. Even as strong as you are, Taldar, with your mount, your horse is absolutely terrified. They hide behind the trees and flee. The visage of this creature, more vicious than I even described. It has this monstrous, fiendish-looking face, long claws, hovers over, and as you look at it, it sounds every bit the creature that was described to you by the woman who was plaguing the village. Somehow, this creature has been directed to your path, and with that, we go to initiative.
Whose role is it?
You guys choose. Doesn't matter to me.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
I'm not there yet.
No, it's just the two of you.
Can we
The
just
rest
have Evelyn
the rest of them
roll
are a quarter
anyway?
mile behind.
Leader Taldar.
They're a quarter mile behind, so it's just the two of you.
Go ahead, Rizia. You got this.
Oh man! Oh, I don't like this. Too much pressure. Which one do I want? I want this one.
The one with the numbers. See?
Hey.
There you go.
You have a 6 on the die. All right. And the DM has, here, I'll roll it on the screen.
There it is.
3.
Here we go. The DM has a 2. So you have initiative. As this creature lands, a huge roar. You can smell the fetid breath. The trees buffet in the wake of its wings. Claws come out. The serpentine tail swings around, spikes pulling out, looking like they're ready to descend upon you. And we'll start with you, Taldar.
Well, Taldar is immediately going to go into rage.
Nice.
Axe raised above his head, and he's going to make a charge at the ugly.
All right, so we're talking here, I mean, it landed right in front of you, a gust of dust, the buffeting of trees. That's about 15 feet, so you got full movement and full attack.
All right. Does a 25 hit?
Nice.
Let me check.
I wanted touch
He
dice.
says, no, I'm done. I quit
Honestly.
this game.
It does hit, yes.
Okay.
It does.
It's like, man, Autobots roll out. Like,
All right, that's your second anachronism, Josh, so stop it.
That'll be 23 points of damage.
Okay, all right. Boom, you slice. Your blade cuts across the creature's chest. Its head lets out a roar. As it arcs back, that tail swings around and points directly at you, Rizia.
Rizia will also enter a rage, and she will attack with her great axe.
can we keep it?
Ooh, how about 19 plus 8, so 27?
Oh,
Hit?
that definitely hits, yes.
Okay, 1d12. Where are we here? Do I have any d12s out? Currently, oh, I do. Nice.
Right, exactly. Wait till the crit queen comes. Say that, crit queen comes.
19 points of damage.
All right. You rush forward. Use an axe, correct?
Yes, great
All
axe.
right.
Yep.
You come with your great axe. You slice a chunk out of the creature's hide to the side. Now I'm going to come to the rest of the party. You hear the sounds of battle ahead, but it's well ahead. Is there an urgency, or do you just kind of chill,
Just casual walk.
strolling, or what?
Did we want to take a rest here?
We'll pick up.
Yeah, you got to set camp. Like I'm not telling you what to do. You got to tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm following Laura's lead.
They, Rasmus. I'll be as close behind you as I can, but I'll cut through. I'll be soon behind you. And so, John, as I approach, before we're approaching them, I'm gonna cut through the woods.
Okay. All right. So let's come back to you here. I'll pull up the. So you guys are back here, and of course we're representing a quarter mile, which is not quite that. Alora moves. So are you cutting to the left here, Anaho, or
Yeah,
to the
just
right?
When I think that I'm decently close, a few 100 yards or something. I don't want to be directly.
Well, that's going to be a good 2 rounds away. Yeah, you're not going to get within a couple hundred yards in 1 round. You're a quarter mile away. So yeah, okay.
Once we're closer, then I'll try to flank.
Okay. All right. We go back now to our 2 intrepid adventurers, and the creature again lets out that vicious roar and points its spikes directly at Rizia as she brings the axe down. The spikes strike out, and
Somehow it hits Rasmus.
they
Rasmus
strike.
dies.
Come on!
And by the way, never assume you know the monster. That is rule number 1 in Blue Box. We don't do any, well, we do some, but most of the monsters are custom, modified. That was what made the game fun back in the old days. This is a, all right, so I'm not using.
Just gonna be cracking jokes.
Really? All right, your armor class again, Rizia, is?
12.
12. Okay. 1, 2, 3 spikes all strike you. Remember, you have a minus on your armor class. I hope you have
Yes, that's
because you're
including the
right, because
minus,
your leg is still not fully healed.
Yes.
And then.
And I'm enraged, so that my.
Oh, I'm sorry. There are actually 4
Yeah.
spikes. I was wrong.
You know, 3 would suffice.
So 3 hit, and you take from those 3. Oh my gosh!
2 damage.
This thing is bad.
We get there, they're both dead.
You take 17 points of damage.
Just like, oh, okay.
As these spikes strike into you, you feel pain. It's like a burning, like a hornet sting. You remember as a child, there are some nasty hornets up in the north, and this feels like that tenfold as these spikes burn into your shoulder, chest, and other shoulder. One flies over the opposite shoulder. You, Taldar, see the creature reaches out to bite, and 2 claws strike at you. Massive maw tries to clamp down on you, and
Sorry, John. I missed how many points of damage you said that was, or you didn't yet.
I think I said 17. Is that what I said? Correct. No, it's 5. I got it here. So no, wrong. So 10. So 16.
Jeez.
27.
Jeez.
Jeez, knock a girl while she's down. Why don't you? I'm already
it?
dying.
God, dang. HP do I have? Yeah, that would have knocked me out.
All right. As those strike you, the burning, you, Taldar, are attacked. And the bite of this creature, the fangs are as long as your forearm. As it comes down on top of you, the canine fangs, not the whole mouth. Those canine fangs are huge and long. As it bites down, your armor class, remind me, is?
13.
13. All right, so wait, your armor class is 13. My gosh.
Heck yes. I'm a barbarian. I'm enraged.
Rage.
You're
Yeah.
raging -2. I need to roll a 3 to hit, so. And that definitely hit. All right, and then the claws come across to attack. 2 huge, like each of these claws are, good 3 inches in length across the paws as it rakes at your body. Each of those, ooh, that barely hits. And that's a nat 20. All right, so let's resolve the first 2. As the bite comes down,
Oh my god.
Taldar, you take
Tickles Taldar.
12 points of damage. It crunches down on your shoulder, crushing through your leather armor like nothing. You feel the fangs sink deep into flesh, touching bone, but nothing you've not. Well, actually, I take that back. You've not felt anything like this before. You felt pain before, but this monstrous creature crunches down on that shoulder. You feel it compressing, and a crack happens inside the shoulder. The claws do only on the first one, not too bad. That's 2 plus 5, so 7 points of damage. Claw rakes across your belly, shredding your armor. And now we go to confirm the critical on the 20. Again, on the the claws are the same plus 10. That is a confirmed crit. And the ever mysterious Tim crit tables
Yeah,
come
we're
out.
literally gonna show up and be like, yeah, all right. Just like slowly back up the horses.
Welcome to Blue Box Con when we introduce all our new characters.
Yeah, honestly.
Hold on, let me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't die.
Where are my glasses here? I can't.
Minus Rory.
These metal dice, I can't always read them in the dark light here.
Yeah, you have to be able to fight to die.
Oh, that's not my fault. This is actually blurred together, so okay. On the third blow. You don't have a shield, do you, Terry?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
His
No,
body's
Taldar has no shield.
He's a
Taldar
meat
needs no
himself.
shield.
Never mind.
Not that bad, though. That was not a bad roll. It's a 28 on the die. So
okay.
you're going to take 2 times damage. You take 19 points of additional damage, and it rips through your left arm, pulls a chunk out of your bicep. Not enough to like remove the function of the arm, but a nasty cut comes out, and the creature again roars. And now we go to initiative.
Me again, yes?
Yeah, do it again. Roll that 6.
I did! I got a 6!
Did you? All right. Let's see. The rest of the party, you are either galloping or somewhat galloping, as Rory's pony does. And here is the die.
Canter.
Let's see. It's an expedient canter. It's a hasten canter. And the die is a 3. You have initiative once more.
Oh, sweet dude.
All right. Let's start with you again, Taldar.
All right, we are definitely going to attack again. Ooh, not as good as last time. That's a... Math is hard. That's a 24.
Last time was a 23. That's better than last time. Yes, that hits.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right, so...
Hard for me.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, that's better than last time, though. That's going to be a 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Whoa, your axe swings forward. You sever one of the forepaws. So the right arm, that paw is now gone. It flops to the ground and shakes on the surface. Blood spurts out. Let's go to Rizia.
Wow, amazing.
You got this, Riz.
Okay, 16 plus 8. What is that?
24.
24. That's
24?
exactly
Same thing that it hits.
Is it really?
You guys are bad at maths.
Okay. Where did my D... Where the hell did it go now?
I sold it on eBay.
Wait. Oh, here it is.
Sorry.
I apologize.
We need the money.
Okay.
Hope you got a good deal for it at least.
17 total.
17 total. All right. You rush forward with your axe. You sink another blow deep into the creature's side. You hear it scream out a feral cry, staggering, but that vicious-looking stinger pulls around again. Not dead yet, but very, very injured. And it attacks.
Rizia would like to, when she hits, she would try to attack the stinger just because it attacked her.
So you can do that. Now, when you do that, that's called a called shot, and you take a -4 on that attack if you're doing a called shot.
Don't do that right now.
No.
You should do it. No, you should do it.
No, it's your choice. You can.
Do what you want.
Do what you
Jess is
want.
like, I want you dead. I want you dead. Come on now.
You know what? No, she's not gonna chance it right now.
All right, so the 17 stands.
And
You slam your blade.
The big has a chunk.
Yeah,
hanging out
the
of it.
creature is
Got
bleeding
6
badly.
Barbarians lined up, Josh.
No.
All right, now the tail.
To survive one more round.
Let's see where the tail goes. That severing of the forepaw has turned the tail toward Taldar. That's a good rhyme. All right, so here we go. Alliteration happening here at Blue Box, and 4
Oh,
spikes.
thank you, Biggie Paw.
Yeah, Biggie Paw.
That's a hit. Wait, hold on. Biggie Paw. Thank you, Toriano. Let's see here. Make sure I've got that right because the spikes are, okay, not the same. Yeah, all right, that's a hit. Armor class 13. Oh, how do you fumble a spike? Let's confirm
A
that.
lot of hard work and dedication.
Not a fumble. All right, missed. Hit. Oh my gosh, another potential fumble. and just do. All right, so 2 hits, 2 bad misses on the spikes. So from those, 2 of them strike you, piercing your pitiful leather armor, and you take 10 points from the first one. You take 7 points from the second, so 17 from those. Then the maw goes to bite. It is focused now on Taldar after the severing of the arm. And that is a hit. It sinks its teeth in again. The 8 plus 5 is 9 points of damage. It crunches on the other shoulder. Not as deep a bite, but does crunch down. And then the opposite, only 1 claw remains because you severed the other one. Oh my gosh, my 3rd one! Holy crud! Does this one fumble?
You don't mess with the barbarians.
And this one does not. So 3 bad misses, but none of them were fumbles. All the fumble confirmations were fine. So that is as the creature roars, strikes, crushes down, crunches. The rest of the party, let's come back to you. You hear the sound of blood and carnage as you now are expediting your steeds. It sounds like Anaho went off to the left here. Thank you for joining the Mad Chatters, my friend. Into the trees.
Yeah, he would just take some, as he approaches closer, just understanding combat, he would take some advantageous route to try to flank whatever it is, because we have no idea, and even if it's our companion.
All right, if you're taking the shortest flanking route here, so let me come isometric view, you should be able to see this. So here is Anaho. We'll leave your pony behind for the moment. You realize as you are getting close to the trees here, you have 2 paths. The shortest distance, this will get you there in, let me check the distance, 1 second here.
In 8 rounds.
So that's 5 feet. So. If you sprint, you could get there in 1.5 or so rounds. If you go around and try to flank, that's going to take you 2+ rounds.
Screw it. I'll take the shortest direct route into the whole mess.
Anaho sprints valorously. All right. What about you, Alora?
I'm not fighting.
Oh, damn.
What are you doing, Alora?
No, it's just 1 hit.
Am I within distance to get there and cast a spell?
So what spell, what range? So you're the same place that Anaho was.
It's a range centered on myself.
No, I mean you can cast a spell. You would still catch Anaho as he sprints away. You'd still catch Rasmus as he's been moving up, but you are beyond 30 feet from the party. You're still here a good 40, 50 feet.
On my horse.
Yeah, I didn't have your horse icon there, but yes, you're.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll keep riding forward because I need to get closer. I can't do this far away, so Laura's gonna keep riding. And I'll take all my action and movement to get as close as I can.
All right, so you're going to be past Anaho then. So you're going to be only, at the end of this round, you are quite close. You are going to be 12.5 feet from the rest of the party and collect 20 feet from the creature.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, and then Rasmus, what are you doing, sir?
Rasmus, which, I should probably have my dice out. We literally talked about this pre-game. But Rasmus will be riding forward, and he's going to be prepping his crossbow, holding on to the horse with his thighs, and kind of be swinging his crossbow around.
All right, make a check for me, please, and let's do a riding check. So you're trying to sort of gallop ahead on horseback and reload a crossbow. That's not an easy thing to do. Nope.
Gripping each side of this creature with his thighs. Where is it? Ride.
Stop it,
said? Where would ride be? Under R. There you are.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 15.
As you rush forward on your steed, attempting to load that crossbow, you bounce on the steed. The bolt flies off into the ground. You are unable to load that crossbow bolt as you are rushing forward on your mount. But you can get as far ahead as Alora did.
He was not looking to make a direct route. He was actually looking to go along the path. He's not looking to go fast in this instance.
All right, so you're going to sort of move here to the side in the shadow of these trees. Let me move the shadow a bit here so it's easier to see.
That's exactly where I want to be.
Okay, there you go.
View on the situation.
All right, so you're going here.
Rush into it.
Yeah, so you're here, your steed. We'll put the shadows back because they're actually accurate. That's where the day is in the sun, but that's where you are hiding, right? In the shadows?
Cool.
Okay. Yep. All right. And then we go to initiative.
All right. You good? Yeah, you again. Keep up the rolls,
Come
dog.
on, Vivi. Not one.
We'd be told if we don't win that roll, this is gonna hurt.
5.
A 5. 2 6s and a 5. Let's see if the DM.
Are you doing the virtual dice?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
A 3 again. You have initiative.
Yes! Yes, queen. I look to my left. Taldar? Still standing?
Blood is streaming from
Yeah,
you.
he's still standing?
Taldar is bloodied and struggling. Yes, go ahead.
Let's do this.
Go first, then Taldar.
No, let's let you, since you won the initiative, Rizia, you're first this time.
Oh, okay. She'll come back again with her great axe, please. Seeing that that's the only thing she can do. Oh! 7 plus 8, not that much.
15.
So as you swing, that paw that just raked through Taldar swings back, knocks your axe off kilter, and you miss. Taldar.
Okay.
Ouch. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna hit. That's a 10.
Total?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oh, at least you didn't roll a 1. All right. The creature is intelligent. It seems to be timing what you're doing, and it is getting more facile with rebuffing your attacks. And so the paw pushes back Rizia's blade, and then as you swing, Taldar, there's a huge gout of fetid breath in your face as it pulls away. You just cut some fur off the mane, and the creature attacks. This time, the spikes go toward.
We're in range now.
What's that?
We're in range now.
You said 1.5 rounds, right?
Spell. Okay, you're fair. Spellcasters are in range. Yes, you are. Melee is not in range.
All right, so Alora is going to move up just a smidge more, and she wants to.
So behind Rizia or behind Taldar? Which way is she going?
Behind Taldar.
All right.
She wants to see any trees that are within 30 feet of her all the way around her.
There are trees
7?
within 30 feet literally surrounding you everywhere. Yes.
Fabulous. She's casting Wilderness Soldiers, which calls on all the plants nearby to aid me in combat. This spell is ineffective if no plants you can direct are within the area. Since I have trees, I can direct them. You can spend a swift action and or a standard action on each of your turns to direct one of the following attacks. The attack bonus or the CB for these attacks equals your base attack bonus plus your wisdom modifier. You grant a plus 1 bonus per 3 caster levels plus 5 max on damage rolls due to the spell. Your Wilderness Soldiers never provoke attacks of opportunity, and they do not count as allies for flanking or other purposes. A tree makes a melee attack with a 10-foot reach from its trunk. A hit deals an amount of damage equal to 1d8 points plus my wisdom modifier. A tree can instead attempt a bull rush, drag, or reposition combat maneuver with the same reach, but the tree cannot move itself. So that is what Alora is doing. She's calling on the trees.
All right, so Wilderness Soldiers, I'm pulling up as well. Thank you for the quickly read summary. But so all in 30 foot, 1 round per level, no saving throw. You call on the plants nearby. You spell effect. Plants can switch. So does this do for every single tree?
Every tree within the radius.
All right, but they
That's a
can't
lot of
move,
trees.
correct?
What? They can't move, but within 10 foot, if they can hit something within 10 feet.
All
they
right,
can
there
strike out
is.
or bull
All
rush or
right,
do
so
whatever.
yes, so within 10 feet, there are here. So there's definitely this tree. Let me pull up the. You can see here on the map. That's outside the range. That is at the range. That is outside the range. That's 15 feet. So wait, let's go on this side. Hold on. Nope. There's one tree.
I'll
But
take
wait. So shrubbery. I'm going to say there's at least a piece of shrubbery, even though we don't have it depicted here.
Yeah.
I think there's at least
And
one
then
piece of shrubbery.
has a different effect. That'd be undergrowth or hedgerow, I'm guessing.
Yes,
for the
exactly.
shrubbery.
Right, exactly.
So that has a different effect than the trees do. So I'll control
All right.
each of those. Then.
All right, roll for the tree. You
for
see
the
the
tree,
branch
can make its attack.
of this tree right here suddenly springs to life. The pined conifer whips out and.
They attack with 10-foot reach. So that would be a 19 plus. Hold on a second. What's my melee attack bonus?
Conifer combat.
23?
So what's the total?
23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Sweet. And then it will do 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier, I think. Yes, 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier, so that's...
Ooh, nice.
6 plus my wisdom modifier, which I believe is a 3.
So 9 points. A huge bow. Is that right?
No, I have a plus 5 to wisdom.
Yeah,
Never
I thought
mind,
that was
that's
a little bit
11.
lower. So 11 points.
I forgot I have a really high wisdom.
So hey, let me do my quick maths here.
And then for the shrubbery, it's very nice shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
I can deal amount of damage 1d4 points. Okay, so it's gonna attack as well.
This guy here.
And that is plus my base attack bonus plus my wisdom, so that's 9 plus. It's 28 to hit.
Wow, the shrub reaches out, latches on to the creature's foot that it's balanced on the left side, and thorns grip inside its ankle.
And it does 7 points of damage.
Golly.
And that's my turn right there.
Good turn indeed. The creature lets out another roar, and now we're going to go to you, Rasmus.
Rasmus is just gonna try and shoot a bolt at this creature. Just
Roll to hit.
come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Nope, that's not. Absolutely not. That's like a 5.
Well, don't. What was the roll?
That's a 5.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, a 5. Hold on. So I do like the rule of shooting into melee combatants and enemy fire. So that 5 is pretty darn low. Roll d20 one more time, please.
16.
All right. So a bolt goes off to the left. Thunk. Sticks into the tree. The other tree, not the one that Evelyn's controlling. Now let's go to you, Anaho.
So, am I close enough to charge right into the creature?
Let's take a look. So I had you here, and you are currently with a full rate of movement, 30 feet. You're right there. You can.
Okay. So,
Well, actually,
'cause I'm an opponent
let me.
still, right?
Well, actually, let me think about that again, because what you'd have to do, look at here at the map if you can see it. And by the way, I've got a way to improve this for you guys. We're going to do this next time. We're going to use OBS Ninja, and we're going to stream the Tailspire view to a separate. So if you have another monitor or an iPad, you'll be able to see this real time instead of with the 2-3 second delay that we get from Twitch. So I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Actually, Demon Gund, John, gave me the idea. So we're going to fix this for next time. But yes, so if you were to charge straight toward it. So each tile is 5 feet, 6 tiles, that's 30 feet, let's call it. But if you're going to go, you'd have to go between
What if I went
Taldar.
to the right of Rizia?
Yeah, if you go to the right of Rizia, so now you've got, there's your 15, yeah. So you're going to be able to get there. You will not get your full attack.
And I'm on the pony still, right?
Are you? Yeah. If you're still on the pony, then
Yeah,
yes, you can get there. Yes.
Okay. So what I'd like to do, let me know if I can. What I'd like to do is take my stallion pony, this thing that is foreign to me, and bull rush it in along the side of Rizia and jump to the main, hopefully the back. I don't know how high this is, but to the mane of this creature.
All right, so you can see on the screen here, this is pretty appropriate dimension.
It's big.
Yeah, it's a good sized creature. So even off your pony, you could leap on the tail, or this leg, which is now wrapped in shrubbery, very aggressive shrubbery that has this leg in its cinch. But yeah, you're not getting up to that mane off your pony.
Ooh. Okay, is the body look like it's
Rodeo
more
time.
leathery, short hair, long hair? Is it? I want to know if I can.
No, so it looks, as I described before, the body looks like the body of a lion. So it's furry, tawny looking hair, huge furry mane, the head massive, but probably let's call it 5 times the size of a normal lion's head, huge canines protruding. The tail comes off in segments, looking more like a carapace, like a giant scorpion, and the wings are leathery like that of a dragon.
Yeah, I mean that leg, I guess it's hairy and it's got somewhat tangled. Let's ride my pony. I'll run my pony right into it.
All right, so I need you to make a ride check. I need you to make a ride check to see if your pony will even get this close to this creature.
Do what I say.
But this is not a war horse. This is a pony. Riding toward this creature would not be in its nature. So give me your roll.
Okay, let's ride. 10.
Your pony, it rears and starts charging the other direction. It wants no part of this creature.
Okay, can I barrel roll off my pony then?
You certainly can. Yeah, so you leap off. Now make a dex check, please. So roll under your dexterity, which should not be hard for you.
No, this should not be.
And the roll was?
Dex, 7.
Yeah, it's way under. So you leap off the pony as it understandably runs away, and you roll to the base. You see this big tail with spikes. Still has several, but you can see gaps where spikes have been left off the tail. And so as it comes back around, it swings over your head, and we go to initiative.
No, it hasn't made its move yet.
I was trying to give you the guys the way out there, Terry, but I appreciate your honesty.
No.
Unfair, dude.
All right, here we go.
Holding back.
No, I'm teasing. Actually, you guys won initiative every time. I forgot that you lost this time. So, the spikes are going toward. Now we have 4 targets. So I'll roll D4. Actually, no, it's going to be D2 because it's going to focus on those who have already heard it.
Heck yeah.
Okay, the spikes are going toward Taldar. Taldar.
Awesomely dead.
Hit. Nat 20.
All right. Does tree and shrub not get included in the attacks because of the
No, the creature's very confused as to why it got just hit by a piece of shrubbery. That's 3. All right, 3 hits, 1 miss. Hey, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. It's Garden89. And then we'll roll damage for each of those. Base damage, that's 7 points. 1 spike strikes you in the leg. 8 points on the second one. That strikes you in the hip. And then on the crit. No, I didn't confirm the crit. Hang on. Let's confirm the crit here on the screen.
One must confirm.
Because this is big stuff here.
like
So we're going to do a
this one, 'cause this is the
D20.
one that
Whoops,
got me
not 2
last
D20s. How do I get that? Oh, I'm doing too many d20s. How do I get rid of those? There we go. Oh, the right click gets rid of them. That's cool. Yeah, all right. So here we go.
He really wants you dead.
All right, is the crit confirmed? All right. So everyone knows
the process for Drax.
the creature has a +8 to hit with these spikes, and Taldar's AC is 13. So all I need is a 5 to confirm this crit.
Can confirm.
Not confirmed. I rolled a 2.
Wow.
Ooh, lucky.
All right. So that third hit though is still 11 points. Third spike strikes. Now.
So, you see off of these hits, blood gushing. That's negative 17. Taltar axe in hand. Falls to the ground.
What? I was making jokes. I wasn't serious.
You went through 71 hit points. That's impressive.
That's crazy.
And you see him as he falls.
No one has a fate chip, right?
Huh?
No one has a fate chip in this party,
We
right?
haven't had a fate chip
No.
since
No.
he died.
He looks up at Rizia, fighting by his side. And he says 2 words. Carry on.
Were you dead?
That's a dead.
Well, you don't know that yet. Yeah. So don't metagame this. All right. So you see Taldar fall to the ground, blood spurting out of his body, streaming into the ground. For the first time ever, you have seen just as Alora is behind him. You see her visage stricken as he falls to the ground. You see Anaho spin and roll off his pony. Now the creature attacks with its maw and its paw.
Oh, that's right. More attacks.
Yeah. That was just
Taldar's ready for more.
No. Well, actually, that's a good point. It is all simultaneous attack. So let me roll each. So I have in this range now. I have 3. I'm going to call Alora out of range. I have 3 in range. Taldar, Rizia, and Anaho. So I'm going to roll a d6. In fact, Anaho, well, now you're coming from the right side. The paw that was stricken off was on that left side. So yes, you're in the range. So let's do a d6. The bite is going to go toward Anaho, it spins towards you as you rush forward. The claw is going to go toward Taldar. Let's switch those around because that doesn't make sense with where the bite was. So the claw is going to go to Anaho. The bite's going to go toward Taldar. So we'll resolve Anaho first. Your armor class, my friend?
1700, but it is 17.
Oh my gosh! My third nat 20 of the night! I am on fire! This is crazy. All right, so
Apparently, I forgot my dice at John's house.
you did. All right, so I'm gonna use this for your armor class was what again?
17.
17. So this creature has a plus. It's a plus 10. No, the 8 is on the spikes. It's a 10 on the claws. So I need an 8 or higher on the crit confirmation.
No.
That is a critical on Anaho.
Oh my ab.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Let's roll. So Anaho.
86. 86.
Let's roll.
Toolbox card with me.
God help!
Character.
No. This might be the no.
You know, I really
Did we
like this
say-
character.
I really like all these characters. Like I like all these characters. But look, I mean, again, like, all right.
Let's do
So
the percentile.
here we go. Percentile. So
Over
first
9,000.
one is
86.
a 4. Okay, not terrible. And the second one is a 8. So a 48 on the crit table, a 48 on the ever mysterious Tim's This will be.
That's not bad.
Well, yeah. Anaho doesn't have that many hit points though. All right, so
I mean,
so that 48
You don't,
gives
have, you don't
a
have 74 hit points?
level 5 crit. We'll go. My goodness, I cannot believe this.
Oh my gosh, please.
I cannot believe this. I can't. It's,
As I said on
it is.
BlueBoxCon when we introduce all our new characters.
Yeah.
Next time on BlueBoxCon.
Oh, and I was wrong, John. I meant -25 because rage disappears on unconsciousness.
That's exactly right. Well, and you're more than that because the maw bites down. We'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So that was a level 5. Hang on, let me double check here. It was on the
You got this,
on the
Rory.
leg.
Yeah, come on.
I'm
On
proud
the
of you. You
leg.
came into fights.
you know, I've been in other
Be
fights
really-
too. You know that.
This would be really symbolic if they died together.
It would.
Right.
Dad and child.
Yeah, you know.
Child.
I was honestly thinking how I'm gonna take your gold, but obviously that's a
The
problem.
loop is closed.
Oh,
Next, the pony is gonna die.
oh my goodness, my goodness, my
Level
goodness.
5 death train. from
My
Phantom
goodness, my
Engine.
goodness, my goodness. Okay. All right.
What are we
So,
looking at, John?
Rory, by the way, I know many DMs do this differently. You know my style. I don't know what my character's hit points are. I don't track them. I don't, even when I ask for your character sheets, I'm mainly looking for inventory or spells. I don't look at hit points. I don't want to be influenced by that because to me it takes the fun out of the game. So I have no idea how many hit points you have, Rory. This is a level 5 crit. This goes to the leg. The claw. Oops, wrong screen
Pat
here.
draws to Taldar.
Might be a bit late.
Yeah, I was like,
I can't. I love it, Pat. We will honor that in some way. Pat, you are the man. I promise you, we will honor that in some way. But I can't do that. I just can't. That's not.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Come on, Anaho, you're getting out of this. I got
All right.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah.
2d4.
Come on, son.
All right.
Come on, son.
So here's what's
Oh,
happening.
that was so good, Rory.
So the base damage is 2d4 plus 5 on this. So it is. All right, and I double that. You take 19 points of damage as a claw rakes down your hip, opens up a wound down your leg, blood spurting out, severing some of the muscle, leaving it raw on the leg. Are you still conscious? Are you dead? What are you at?
Naho looks up at this creature, grins, just in his favorite language, just utters a few phrases and is ready to pounce for the next attack.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, he is.
And with that, we go to initiative.
Oh wait, you got to do the damage for the against Taldar.
Well, you know, I don't need not the damage, the description. Yes, it doesn't really matter with the damage. Well, actually,
I guess-
if you want to know, it'd be fun. Yeah, just
I'm curious to see how you roll, John. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so
Does he bring 100 damage?
oh my
You got
gosh.
You haven't rolled the hit
Yeah,
yet.
come on, John.
All
I
right,
want to see if you
Bites
crit
there.
again. Honestly,
all right. Let's
then I'll
try.
know that Evelyn left her dice at your place.
All right, let's try. I'll do this. I'll do the confirmation here again on stream. Yeah, and you're prone, so that's a crit. Your armor class was 13, right? Yeah, it's another
Yeah.
crit. All right, let's roll the
yeah.
percentile dice. And you were all here to see the night that Terry quit Blue Box. Oh, it's another 40. And whoops, God, I gotta get better at this.
100 damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter at this point. So I know the 40s. That's a leg crit. I believe 43 actually. Let me double check.
Does it rip my leg off? That could be fun.
No, it's actually an arm crit. So as you're falling, the creature, incensed with the damage you've already done to it, its maw strikes you on the way down, grabs you at the shoulder, rips the shoulder out of the socket, and shakes your arm around in its mouth, blood streaming out of Taldar's body. Now we go to initiative.
How much damage was that?
Oh my god.
Well, I didn't even roll the damage, so it's
Are we
doubled.
alright?
That's another
I rolled a
11.
6.
So that'd be another 21 points of damage to Taldar.
Holy cow!
You got a 6, and
Yes.
DM also got a 6. So roll initiative again.
Oh, I'm at -46.
Holy
I
crap.
rolled a 2.
DM rolled a 2 as well. Roll again.
Oh, shh.
Here, I'm gonna roll. I like rolling up. It's fun. Like, I'll roll it up here. You guys can see it.
Oh, nice.
A 3. You have initiative.
Avenge me.
Okay. Well, hang on a tick. Can I please roll to attack before I say how I'm going to attack?
Yes, you can. And the creature is bleeding. It's flagging. It's missing an arm. It's badly damaged. This creature is in bad shape.
Okay, I will attack with my great axe again, but just let me roll just to see what happens first.
Okay.
Okay. How about a 19? Can I add a +1?
Is that a total of 19?
Yes. So if I make it a 20, is that a hit? Because I do have a +1.
Well, I can't tell you if you have I can't tell you that. So you tell me what you're doing.
I'll use a +1 then, just to be sure.
You just hit. Like literally just hit.
Okay, let me roll my damage first.
Avenge me.
I'm trying.
Then place melons on my head.
I will. I don't have any melons currently, but I have other melons. I rolled a 12 plus 15. 27.
27?
Yes.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me. Okay, hang on. I need to describe it based on what happens next.
I didn't tell you he's dead.
No. That's what I said. I need to describe it based on
But
what
he's
happens
dead.
next. That's what I said. I didn't.
So tell me what it looks like.
Okay, so as Taldar falls to the ground and says his last 2 words to her, just before, I guess, you said it came down and bit him, right? In
Right.
the arm? And shook. So she pauses in the heat of battle, in rage. She pauses for a moment, looking down at Taldar as he looks her directly in the eyes and tells her to press on. The rage and fire burns deeper behind her eyes, and she pulls back her great axe and swings with all her might. And she swings once up at the head, catching it a little bit. And if she can, she'll just detach and come back again with more ferocity and chopping off his head while screaming. As the head falls to the ground, she falls to her knees, covered in blood, over Taldar's body.
All right, so it would take 2 blows. You can barely strike through the neck of a man with a single blow. That's difficult.
Okay, well then she can just slit the throat then, and just bask in that blood that warm blood coming down her as she falls to the ground.
All right, I need to hear that scream.
Heck.
Hang on. Excuse me. 1 second. I don't know if I have the voice for it though.
Thank you, the Geek Slideshow.
But it's kind of sore for a scream. Very, very prepared. Okay, ready?
Ready. You killed your mic. You destroyed your mic. Bravo.
Mike is dead.
And in moments.
So
And
yes,
so is
yes,
the beast.
yes, the drunken heretic. You can. I don't know who's keeping track of those these days. Drunken heretic wants his 30,000 channel points to go towards Anaho.
Okay, yes. So if anyone could help, any mods, because I want to make sure, especially, I know we had the 5,000 gift earlier from Pat. We want to make sure we preserve all of these things.
Yes.
I want everything that our viewers give to be acknowledged. I do allow the influence of the viewers in the game, but I cannot allow the viewers to simply change major outcomes of the game. And so...
Especially after it's done.
Right. Like several rounds after this has occurred. And, I've been as fair as I can be with how this is done. So Taldar's body now gurgles. He shakes a couple of times on the ground and lies still. The creature falls over. The tree smacks it several more times. The boughs just continue to hammer down atop the creature as it falls to the ground. The tree clearly understanding this is an abomination, not a natural creature, and it extracts its vengeance before finally falling still. Let's see where this knockdown takes this creature. Hopefully it goes the correct direction. Probably won't. Probably go the other way.
Right on me.
It did. No, actually, that's exactly right. That's where I wanted to go. So,
Yeah, right on.
Perishes.
Naho, he will be missed.
It will be missed. Wow, the spinning.
Anaho, yes, Anaho, as the creature slams to the ground, dust around.
Look, you're right. I can hear you.
And the tree begins to slow. Thank you for the sub, Geeksiders. The tree slows.
So Rizia, covered in blood, kneeling in front of Taldar's body. She takes out her great axe. And previously, I can't remember, I think it was Rasmus who noticed the notches at the end of her axe. She'll take out her great axe and a small knife, and she'll carve a notch, one more notch, in the butt end of her great axe. And she'll wipe the blood from Taldar's face. This isn't the death that you deserved. And she'll get up. And she'll, if she can grab something from, maybe the head would be too heavy, correct? If she were to just...
I mean, to do what? Like, if you were to, you could sever it. It's not severed. The throat was slit, gullet, like pouring blood out. You'd have to take, 7, 8 hacks at it to cut it off.
Okay,
you're strong enough if you
just take the jaw part.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, you could do that. So you want to
carry it? It's not too heavy for her to carry it.
So when you say the jaw part, the lower piece of the jaw, or
lower jaw, yeah.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
this is not a dragon. It's again like 3-4 times the size of a horse. So you could cut off the lower jaw. You could it's going to be this big. It's going to be large, but you could carry it.
Okay. So still just covered and like dripping in fresh blood, she will just start taking her great axe and hacking away at its jaw, removing the jaw, throwing it over her shoulder, getting on her horse, and she's gonna just hightail it. She would turn around and just go back to the old lady.
Oh, she's nowhere. So you're gonna ride back that direction?
Yep.
Okay.
Full tilt in her horse. She's not gonna say anything.
Oh, she leaps on her horse and starts riding back that direction. Okay. All right. Rasmus and Anaho, what are you doing?
Well, whether you want to call it an opportunist or remembering the memories of my daddy, I'm going to go over to Taldar and see what he's got.
Alora is standing right there as well. So, Alora, you see Anaho walk over to the body of Taldar.
Amazing.
And I won't be I'm not going to crudely do it. One of the first things I'll look for is his totem carvings. So I can set that in his palm and close his hand, and then I will proceed to take the rest of his belongings.
All right. So when you say the rest of his belongings,
well, not his great axe.
Yeah, he's got armor. He's got huge sets of pauldron, like stuff that's like. So
reasonable.
tell me that you're taking.
And he wouldn't have much on him. What you're going to find is rations.
Okay.
You're going to find his carving knife and.
Carving knife.
Several of the totems that he's carved in the past, 4 of them representing him and his family.
Okay.
And he would have no gold on him. He never got gold back.
Yep.
And the only other, a water skin, or 9 water skins and 4 torches, and that's it.
Then that's just what I would take.
All right. As you do this, Laura, what are you doing?
Alora moves over to Taldar and she'll kind of kneel next to him, not really saying anything, just kind of looking at him for a long moment, thinking, and she will pull a purple hyacinth from her staff and she'll take his hands and lay them across his chest and place the purple hyacinth in between his hands, and she'll just kind of quietly nod, stand up, brush herself off, whistle for her horse, and ride in the direction Rizia was going.
Rasmus.
Rasmus, since he was still on his horse, he just kind of watched it all happen, saw Rizia take the jaw, saw her ride off, and he's going to head with Rizia.
All right, so you all begin riding back to the southeast. Anaho, as you pull the remaining elements off of Taldar's corpse, the acrid stench of this creature's blood, its maw now hacked off, its tongue lolling with no lower jaw. Your pony meanders back towards you with an abashed look, as though it knows it failed you in a critical moment, but could do nothing else.
I'll look at the pony, look at Taldar, and just in that language I speak, just Ku Sumu Ganaka. And again, just close his hand around that totem. Walk over to this odd creature, this pony, and grab the reins gently and get on it, just recognizing the gesture of this horse. And I saw everyone head the other direction. I don't have a clue where they're going, but I'll head that way.
All right, and are you...
John, do I have any idea what this creature is?
Roll... let's do... Hang on here. Golly, I'm getting old. Especially, like, at the end of the day, I got to put these on for small numbers. I just feel, like, so stupid doing this. But anyway, roll knowledge, nature. No, actually do knowledge... I don't like any of these. Roll d20, please.
Okay.
And tell me what your intelligence bonus is.
Okay. Never.
Yes, the reader skilled superior. I don't normally need them. Oh, thank you. Fan art posted, Pat. We'll check that out in a moment. What's the roll?
Okay. So my intelligence bonus is +1, and I rolled a 3.
You have never seen such a creature. An abomination of utterly indiscernible origin to you.
Okay. Then I will go about gently mounting the pony and just tap it on the side like I've seen Alora do, and turn it around and head off.
And are you like rushing the pony, or are you cantering along?
I'm not going slow, but I'm not in a big hurry either.
Okay.
How far are we from the village?
You were about 2 hours outside the village. You'd gotten a good several miles away.
I mean, I'll keep it at a manageable pace, but I'm not sprinting.
Okay. All right. The rest of you, as you thunder down the road, we're going to go to break as the party leaves the corpse of Taldar behind, laying in a pool of blood, both his own now mingling with this strange creature. And again, through, I assure you, no intent of this DM, another player has fallen, and we'll talk about why that was, or the things that occurred. This is a very common scenario, was so well played by these role players. So it was, nothing was done wrong here by the role players. They played their characters, and the world exists as it does. This is how we play the game here at Blue Box. We never relish that. We never like to see, especially at Taldar, he has such a great story. I wanted to see that story unfold. I have so many things for Taldar coming later in the game that I was planning on as a DM. So before you call me a killer DM, no, I don't take any joy in this whatsoever. We do have giveaways. We will keep the stream going. We'll be right back after the break once I dry the tears from my eyes and come back after the break. Blue Box, we'll be right back. We do leave the mics hot on the break, so yes, I know you all heard that. I'm sorry if I blew your ears out. I got it.
Oh, man.
My God.
How many is that now? 4?
I don't know. Stop counting. God, stop it.
Honestly,
Stop it.
The crits were the unlucky. If you don't crit, I don't think we have.
No. The crit.
No,
I literally rolled three or four nat 20s, but it was also. It was the party split again, and had the whole party been, which I'm not blaming you for that. I knew what you were doing. It was fair to do that. This is always how it happens. It's well, except for, I'm sorry, Liam was just a horrible. Like
was a freak.
Yeah, it was a freak. But nine times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, it's decisions of the players coupled with the dice. Whether that's if you looked at this weekend, you probably didn't, but well, you did actually, Terry. You saw it on Sunday. We had Alcott basically dying because he tried to execute this crazy maneuver. He's a wizard with 38 hit points, and he rolled a 1, then rolled again, fumbled, knocked himself out or stunned himself right in the middle of a big boss battle. So it's like it's almost always Rip Liam, almost always a combination of dice and decisions. And oh my gosh, I got to figure it. So do you have a backup character, Terry?
We will in 5 minutes.
I mean,
no, I'm not saying you'll come in tonight, but do you have one?
Inquisitor.
No, stop that.
I have a second backup character, but I want to look. Like I have a sorcerer.
All right. So I'm not. So just please.
So we're gonna be a gaggle of barbarians.
Taldar had such an awesome back. So we're
sorry.
We're gonna do a stream.
Well, I blame John for that.
All right. You know what? Okay. You know what we're doing? I've got a great idea for LMA. And I do have to go up and use the rest of it. John is right. Thank you, Red Hulk. Hey, Sam. I have a great idea for LMA. We're going to do a backstory show for all the dead characters from Greyhawk Awakening Book 2. So we can uncover all these great stories that you guys are telling in your backstories that have been cut short.
They are great stories.
And I will be right back. They are great stories. I'll be right back.
I tried to join you guys, but as you can see, it just doesn't happen.
I tried. I tried to get.
You tried. You stayed back.
Yeah, I tried to get my crossbow together because I knew that I could at least get 2 attacks in that round versus missing possibly 2. But I missed both, so it doesn't really matter. In this time, I made my Hero Forge mini, so that we can import it into Tailspire.
That's cool. This is why I don't go in and attack, because if I use my dagger, it's a D4. If I use my crossbow, it's a D6, but I got a +7 to hit, so of course I'm going to use my crossbow.
See,
and I, 2 or 3 hits and I'm toast.
it would have been so good if, not good whatsoever, because I like Naho and I like Taldar.
Yeah, no, I would not have been happy if Naho died.
Yeah.
I got so much.
How much HP do you have left after that hit?
I'm still beefy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have more HP than I do.
I have 46 in total.
Yep. Much more than I have. Jeez.
So I have that plus the 17 AC. So generally speaking, the way the monster was rolling, I would have been good.
Dang. Okay.
He'd get a crit and then he'd roll a 12, or he'd roll,
87.
and tell me.
Gosh. Yep.
And you guys are probably going to disappear before I find you.
So at least what's his butt?
Rasmus?
At least what Rasmus is thinking is that we're just going to go back to the woman, be like, hey, we did it, extend her life, and let's just keep going on. But I could be way wrong.
Yeah, she's probably going to teleport you, and I'm not going to be there.
I don't think she's going to teleport. I think she's going to just lengthen Rizia's life force.
Maybe. But she said she could only give a couple days.
Yeah, but the creature's now
Better
dead.
than nothing, honestly.
Well, yeah, true. But it's not even enough to get there.
Thank you, Red.
Aw, that's nice.
I'm still up for cutting the hand off.
What? What did I walk into?
Evelyn, whatever you're eating, it's invisible on your green screen. Okay, so why is it invisible? I saw you eat the grass from your background.
It sounds about right. I mean, I am a druid, snacking on the grass.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I think it must just be like just the right tone to be close to the.
Weird, because it's not green.
No,
It's like, what are you eating that's that bright green?
It doesn't have to be green.
That happens when
It
you.
doesn't have to be?
No, it happens weirdly when you take on Zoom. If you do the full back, you notice how I don't do full background on mine
Oh, okay.
because I'm focused just on the green screen. So it's not gonna. But when you do the full one, sometimes it'll take things that aren't fully green and change.
Also, my camera is zoomed in really far versus like.
Makes sense. That's why I was like, she looks like she's eating grass.
I mean,
like,
there's nothing wrong with eating a little bit of grass. I mean,
it's good for you. Fiber.
fiber.
I've picked things off of. Hey, Josh, what was your first character?
Liam.
I've picked things off of Liam, off of Phelan,
You
off
have.
of Tal.
You scavenger.
Sadly,
You have to-
sadly,
you
we weren't able
didn't?
to
Did you
get
pick
Moria.
anything off of Moria?
Yes.
No, she was in the dungeon.
We should go back.
All right, before we come back,
Just so you can.
want to remind, we're up at 82 viewers. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We have some giveaways to do tonight. Also, we have an unboxing that I want to do from our good friend Darren of Ferox Fabrications. I got them yesterday. But
Yay.
let's do a
That
quick
announcement too.
reminder. We are now barely more than a week away from
Blue box card.
BBC.
It means exactly what you think it means.
Oh, Evelyn, you have to Vivi, come on.
What?
Yeah,
It
come
means
on,
Blue Box
Vivi.
Con. Get your mind
Blue
out
Box
of the gutter.
Con,
Gosh.
right around the corner. You can still sign up.
There you go.
Vivi is signing up right now.
Really?
Art of Mike Disney will be here. Chuck from Trollord Games will be here. Many of our friends here that were here last year will be here. I think every member of the Greyhawk Awakening cast will be here. Unless I have to beat Josh about the head and neck violently. May 13th through 15th. Can we pop that in the chat? So people can, if they haven't registered yet, they can still register. Please do so. And we'll talk about our sponsors at the end if we have time. Don't want to give them short shrift, but we have to get back to the game here. All right. Party. As you thunder down the road, heading back toward the area that you left behind, nature seems to have no sense of your grief. The birds still chirp. The trees still waft in the gentle summer breeze. And as you hammer down the road, the sun sinks lower and lower in the sky, getting toward evenfall. You're still about an hour outside of Farlin, where you met this woman. Do you continue on in the night? Do you stop to rest? You guys are all laughing. Something's going on in the Discord that I'm not privy to.
Nope, it's just girls gossiping. Never mind. Never you mind. Continue on.
You're gossiping about how good Terry's hair looks. I know that. Just stop it. Oh, Mark Views, thank you. Again, Pat Draws, Mark Views. So who's tracking all that stuff? I want to make sure we don't lose anything given by our viewers and make sure it goes to our... Any of our mods on that can do that for us?
This game.
Phantom,
Got it.
Robert,
I mean,
you got
I'm
it.
dead now, so I could probably do it.
No,
Yeah,
let's. I want you to stay immersed in your death. I'd like you to like, please, like, like you got the alfalfa thing going there, but just like loll your tongue out to the side and just role play your
You're
death.
not allowed to mod.
You can't mod when dead.
You're dead.
Tall dead.
Tall dead. All right, so yes,
All dead and handsome.
Tall, dead in hands. Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh, jokes. He's got jokes. I haven't forgotten about the fan art Pat draws. I will show that. Your horse is now frothing. They were ridden hard to get here. Now they are beginning to flag. Their mouths foam. Do you continue to drive them on as the night grows, or do you set up camp? Your choice. Party?
Nope.
Am I still a ways behind?
Oh, you're way back. Yeah.
Okay.
Rizia will ride full tilt. If her horse gets tired, then she'll go to a slower pace, but she'll get off her horse and walk it, just so that it can get its breath. And then once it's good, then she's going to keep going again.
Well, that's exactly what happens. Your horse, it's frothing at the mouth. It's breathing heavily. It's like its chest like a bellows. And as night begins to fall, your horse just can't go any further. So you slide off. Do you tether it to a tree or just leave it as it is?
So you can tell the horse is getting tired. She'll slide off. She'll look behind her just to see how far back Alora is.
Alora, if she's pushing her horse as hard as you are, would not be far behind.
Okay.
Are you, Alora?
Alora would have pushed it this time because it's a shorter distance. She didn't want to push it when she thought we were going to be riding for a while, but...
So, hang on. Yeah, Rizia is really no better at horsemanship than you are, so you drive your horse equally well. The horse gets the same place within, let's call it, a quarter mile, so you guys can, I won't overthink this, so you get to the place where they both are utterly exhausted, heaving and breathing heavily. You, Rasmus, are you pushing your horse at the same pace?
Yeah, I don't want the horse dying.
No, we're not talking about death. We're talking about just to the place where it can go no further.
Yeah. I'd be taking care of it throughout, and if it needs to stop, I'll stop.
Well, actually, so your horse, as you're riding, you come across, you see Alora and Rizia just a few hundred yards ahead. They are dismounting. Your steed still seems to have some verve left in it and is not ready to give it up if you don't want to.
Oh, I'll stop with them.
Okay.
I'm not going to push it further. And
right.
Still not speaking. He's just kind of riding up, and he'll nod and dismount. And if they're setting up for camp, he'll start helping set up and take care of his horse.
So you see that Rizia has no intent to set up camp. She tethers her horse and starts stalking off toward the town.
He'll watch. And then slowly urge the horse onward, kind of beside her, going slow to match her pace.
Okay. Rizia and Alora, as you are on foot now, you see Erasmus come up beside you, just trotting beside. No sign of an aho.
Rizia isn't looking back. She's just looking forward, straight towards where she's trying to go, that town or the old lady. You can see her. She's still covered head to toe in blood, starting to dry now. Again, she's just tied her horse. She's left the horse behind, the jaw still over her shoulder, walking with the great axe as like a walking stick almost, because from time to time she still kind of feels a pain or like a soreness in her leg. And if you are paying close enough attention to her, you do see like two streams, just her face is clear, just two streams down her cheek where the blood is no longer there. But she's just pressing forward. She's not looking at anybody. She's just looking straight and just walking forward.
And with that, Rasmus kind of being beside them, kind of keeping an eye on both of them, we'll see this nod, look back at Alora, and just kind of do a nod towards Rizia. And we'll pull his horse around and head back to where the horses are. Not a word spoken.
All right. So Rasmus, you are back with the horses now.
And he's going to wait.
All right. Alora, you are following, though. It sounds like Rizia, correct?
Yes, she interpreting as best she can Rasmus's meaning. She feels like he's telling her to stay with Rizia, and that he's going back. So she just follows behind. She's not saying anything to Rizia. She's just being there.
All right. And as you ride deeper down the forest road, or walk deeper down the forest road, rather, you realize it is but two of you now, Rizia. And you are going to go probably 2 more hours into the night. And eventually you reach the road where you met this old woman. And there's an off-skirt from the road which heads to the village of Farlin in the hills here. I'll pull it up on the screen so you can see. So you're here now. You come backwards a good way to get here. There's no one on the road at this time of night.
Would Rizia be able to know how far about from where she is to get to the town?
No, you can see the lights of the village. It's not far. I mean, it's
okay. So we can. She can make it there tonight then.
Yes, she can.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
no
then
sign
she'll
of the
press
woman.
on then.
Okay. All right. So the two of you walk toward the village. As you get closer, you can see there's no significant wall, but there's a wooden palisade that covers the outsides of the village, and firelight within. It's a standard village. Looks like there might be a couple, maybe 3,000 folks inside. You can see burnt pieces of the palisade ripped away, though, as though there has been an attack here.
Rizia will stop the first person she sees when she comes into town. Again, like covered in blood head to toe, this jaw hanging over her shoulder. I'm looking for an old lady.
So you reach the sort of tattered remnants of the front of the palisade, and as you walk through, there is a man standing there, good sort of 5, not quite 6 feet, just under that, and he looks at you. Old woman, what? We have many old women here. What on all the name of the gods has happened to you?
She made me a promise. Your town is being attacked by a beast. I've killed the beast. Now I need her help. Where is she?
I'm so confused. Yes, we did. We were attacked by a beast. Winged it was, and it struck many of us. But old woman, I don't know what you speak of.
And then she'll kind of adjust the jaw, like on her shoulder again, like looking menacing, like obviously because she's covered in blood, holding her axe.
Oh, she's very menacing. Very menacing.
Yeah.
Yes.
She'll grip her axe a little bit tighter. I don't have time. If you can't help me, I will find somebody who can.
I will make no effort to stand in your way, please. And he kind of steps aside and lets you in the village.
And she'll go in and, again, just look around.
Alora, you're right behind her. Do you say anything, or do you just follow?
Yeah, she passes the guard and just sort of raises an eyebrow at him, and she continues on behind Rizia, trying to keep a lookout as well for anybody that resembles this woman, since they may have only seen her briefly, but they saw her. So
Yeah. I mean, if you see her, you recognize her. But again, this is a village of a couple
know her
thousand,
name.
3,000. Nope.
What's her name?
You didn't ask the name.
she didn't tell us her name, I don't think.
She did, yeah, because Rory said it wrong.
Well,
a few
we were speeding past her, so there's that.
I went back and I asked her what her name was when I brought her to Taldor. I did.
Did you
100%.
really?
I remember that because he said her name a few times wrong, and then I asked her what her name was,
that's
and then
right.
she got
Oh,
annoyed
you're right.
because she
You're
said,
right.
I already told him my name.
Yep.
So what was her name? I forget. DM fail. What was her name?
We forgot her name.
I kept
second.
screwing it up
Oh,
because I
see,
had a
we
No, well, it's fine. You tell me. I know.
Can we
If you did,
scroll back in our
I'm
chat? 'Cause I think
teasing.
we
I'm
put it in.
teasing. Like we've gone 3 weeks now. So, no, it's fine. So
Okay,
her
what's
name
the
is
name?
whatever you say it is.
No, I got it. Give me a second. Freaking A.
No freaking A's. Hey, every DM has this. Yes, you know that, Mark Views. Mark, good to see you tonight.
I'm
By
trying
the
to
way,
see on this piece of paper if I wrote down what her
Drunken
name was.
Heretic, you are right. Exactly. Elder God Pack should happen.
Nah, screw it. Just give her a name.
I just have written on my piece of paper, old lady who's roaring.
So I don't
Saying
think
her
I
name
did.
wrong.
We can go back and watch. So you pick the
name's
name.
Henrietta.
No,
No,
another name.
Henrietta's a chicken.
Not that
I
one.
know.
No, not Henrietta. Pick a different name.
Her name is
Rizia.
Betty, Mark said.
I found Westla in my notes.
Westla?
Westla.
I would never have placed that name, but we'll go with it. Westla is the name.
Okay.
Or something sounding like that.
Yeah, it
Because
sounded like
someone made the Tesla joke, and then
Okay.
I found it.
Her name is Luck. No, definitely not. All right, Westla. All right.
Okay, well then she'll go through town asking for Westlet. Does anybody know where she is?
So.
Not does anybody. Where can I find?
Well, the
her,
streets
what
are
she's
they're,
saying.
they're not empty, but they're sparse. You know, it is night, and as you walk around, you see there are patrons heading toward bars and restaurants and taverns. You see there are some children still playing in the streets. Who do you stop? What do you look for?
The children.
A child. All right, so you find a child.
yes.
There's a little girl. You know, everyone loves my little girl voice. You find, no, exactly. You find a little girl. Thank you, Mark Views. You guys are killing
That's
me.
my name.
You find a little girl, and she has what look like stones that she's tossing in the ground and playing with. Some of them are round, some of them are triangular, some of them are strange shapes. As she's throwing them in the dirt, she looks up at you and says, you're quite frightening. And she backs up. What's all the blood upon you? What is that?
She'll kneel down to kind of meet eyes with her, but staying like she's not coming closer to her, but she'll just stay where she is and kneel down to meet eyes with her, using her great axe as support. Do you know that beast that keeps attacking the city?
Beast? What? The giant lion? Yes. Why?
It's dead now. I killed it. So you don't
She
have to
kinda-
worry no more.
She squints. She looks around your shoulder, looks at what's on your shoulder, looks back at you. You killed it all by yourself?
Well, not by myself. I had some help. But I need to find an old lady
She wipes her nose.
named Westla. Do you know who she is? Or where I can find her?
I don't know the name Whistler, but can you tell me how I can kill such creatures? I would like to be big and brave like you.
You have to train.
What's that mean? Train?
Find somebody who can teach you how to fight. And she'll go into her pocket, that one little knife that she had, that small knife she had that she was cutting a notch in her, into her great axe. She will take it out and just kind of wipe it, obviously, because she's covered in blood, and she'll hand it to her. Wait, how old is this girl?
She's like maybe 9-10 years old.
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to give
perfect.
knives to like a 3-year-old.
No, it's like 9-10.
Here's a chainsaw.
Your third anachronism of that. You are banned, Josh. She reaches out, trembling hand, as she holds it. I need someone to teach. I'm bullied a lot, and they're mean to me. Would you teach me how to fight? Would you be my, what did you say? Trainer?
And she'll look at her, still covered in blood, and show her hand with a glyph on it. Do you see this?
She looks. I knew you had magic. I could see it.
It's not magic. I'm marked for death, and I don't have time to train you right now. If I did, then I would. And she'll get up, and she'll walk away.
She's cold-hearted. All right, now we're gonna go back to you, Anaho. As you're cantering along on your pony, there is you're still a good distance away. You've been outdistanced by the rest of the party. Anything you're doing as you go? Do you pick up your pace, or just kind of follow along?
Just kind of remembering back to why I even went to what's the name of the city?
Relastra?
Relastra. And just over the last few days, actually I think it's been a couple weeks now, just kind of, like I said, a good pace, but not slow, not fast. And then he'll finally, after some time has passed, not really mourning anything. He's not sad. I'm not sad about what happened, but just taking it in and remembering why he even came here. And not always some pleasant thoughts or memories there with that remembrance. And then he'll finally kick it in and hope that nothing is trailing him. Nothing in particular is trailing him.
Okay. All right. So do you set up camp with your pony, or?
No, I understand the night. I like the night. So I'll proceed on for a while. I don't mind if I ride for a portion of the night.
Okay. All right. You continue on through the night. Rasmus.
Rasmus is just chilling.
All right.
He's literally just he gets down and he starts taking care of the horses, going between each one. It's kind of his just chill time. Not really thinking much. Just he's seen a lot of death in his life, and this is nothing new.
All right. So Taldar, gone. His body cooling in the dirt. The rest of the party exploring Farlin, looking for this strange woman. You come upon Anaho, or Rasmus rather, as he is camped beside a tree, tending to the horses. You see what you recognize easily, the horse that both Alora and Rizia had ridden, and they are breathing heavily still, and he camps beside the road.
Erasmus.
Thank you, Chaosic.
He turns and kind of nods in your direction.
Are you staying here?
Yes, they went on ahead to the city, to the town, and I'm here taking care of the horses.
I see. How far is it still to the town?
You would both know it's probably a good sort of half an hour to an hour ahead.
Walk or ride?
Either trot or walk. If you galloped on a horse, it would be less.
Okay.
So what is the plan? Are they coming back, or have they just said goodbye forever?
I was planning on giving them a day, and if they do not come back by the end of the tomorrow, then I was going to ride off and find new journeys.
I see. You know, I did say we did not have to leave the first time.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
You again see Anaho as you're talking with him. You see a shadowy figure that seems to be furtively moving among the trees behind Rasmus.
No, Rasmus. And I'll look at you in a maybe a familiar way that you would recognize elsewhere. But I'll look at you and I'll start to move my eyes around your head. Now, Rasmus, perhaps this would be a good time to move on. It is a shame, and I'll keep looking and trying to follow. It is a shame what happened. But perhaps some late night sparring would be good.
Before that, I would like to try and find some water for the horses if there
I
is
got plenty of water. I think you should pull your weapon out and get ready to fight me.
No, I don't have time these days. I'd like to take care of the horses first.
And can I keep track of the shadow that I'm seeing?
Yeah, you see it kind of moves between the trees, but it's not coming out. It's again, as I said, very furtive and very cautious. The horses surround, and I'll pull it up here on the screen for you so you can see as well. By the way, again, no DM had no idea, but we go with the flow here. Let me turn up the exposure on this, or go to fight the sky. Let's go night. There we go.
Thank you, Kalsic.
Oh, Kalsic has been. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, here we go. So, on the screen here, you're beside the road. Rasmus tending to the horses. Here's Rasmus. You can see him. I'll put the light on him. And the horses and Anaho's pony stand beside. And Anaho utters this like bizarre challenge.
And the shadow, is it like raccoon size, human size,
It's
or like chimera size?
It's kind of like human sized, and it's moving among these trees. You see it here, and it kind of dances, and then you see this almost capering movement that it does across the road into these trees.
And paranoia is starting to set in, John, and Rasmus. And I'll pull out my crossbow and I'll very distinctly load it in front of you. I recommend you pulling out your weapons now. I will not give another warning. And I'll continue. As I'm challenging you, I'm looking around you.
Okay, yeah, can I he's not an idiot, but I would like to make some sort of check.
For what? What are you trying to check?
Like a sense motive?
Like a sense motive, yeah. That's exactly.
Go ahead. Yeah, you guys roll this, and yeah, I'll let you adjudicate this.
Please not
Anaho.
a low roll. Please not a low roll. Okay, not the worst, not the best. Oh wow, I have a high sense motive. Why aren't I sensing motive more? That's an 18.
All right, Anaho, you decide what he knows.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you understand that by no means am I actually challenging you.
Okay.
But I am looking beyond you, and I'm not looking in one spot. So I would say that you definitely understand that I'm noticing something around.
Cool. Let me see the range on this because I just got a new spell. Rasmus will nod. All right, I do something for this evening. I did not get to fight too much, and he'll unlatch his shield from his hip and pull out his sword. All right.
Are you ready?
We'll see. And with whatever that 18 will get me, he's going to try and get a general direction on where Anaho's looking. and then he's going to use almost called him Radagast. No, use Rasputin.
Rasputin, yes.
To do Sift, which allows me to instantaneously search a 10-foot cube, almost like I'm making a perception check on that area, but just seeing it.
And what are you looking for?
What you'll see from me, Rasmus, for your direction is I'll be staring at you, or I'll have the crossbow pointed at you, but I'm looking off into a distinct direction.
Yeah, he's looking behind you here, and you instinctively know exactly where Rasputin is, and you can see Anaho's gaze seems to be tracking Rasputin as he moves among the trees.
Mother effer. Right as Rasmus finally like keys into where Rasputin is, he's like, he will say to himself, and just put the sword back away. What are you doing? As he's just going to turn around and look in Rasputin's direction. Anaho, you have seen this figure before. This is my guardian. What are you doing? He's just going to say to Rasputin, he's tired. He's done.
I don't think you know what you're talking about, Rasmus.
Rasputin. And he's just gonna wait.
You see, with just barely a sliver of audible movement, the trees flutter, and a darkened shape, the size of a man, floats out, and doesn't walk, just glides behind. Has legs, has arms, has a head, but makes no discernible movement except for a slight fluttering of the arms as it comes forward and looms behind Rasmus.
That is better. I like you in this form much more than the one you had before. The one you had before was rather terrifying.
The shadow stops behind Rasmus, tilts its head, makes no other movement.
And he's gonna call to Rasputin, if you wish, come back into the arm and whatnot. This is just gonna kind of reach out for him. If Rasputin decides to go back into the arm, he may, or come back into the body. Otherwise, he's just gonna reach out. If he doesn't, he'll just pull his arm back to him.
All right. As you do, you notice this, Anaho, the shadow touches the shoulder of Rasmus and then seems to merge with him, slides into his body.
That is much better. As he's going to kind of stretch his shoulder. Thank you. Thank you, old friend. As he will pat the arm, looking towards Anaho. Well, now you've seen him. As he's going to kind of move past, leaving his weapons at his side, not putting them back on. Go ahead, ask the questions. It is just you and I. I feel more comfortable with you knowing than many of the others.
I'll lower my crossbow, take the bolt out, put it away, and just give a very empty look. Reach back, grab my dagger, turn it, and hand it handle first to you.
He's petting the horse at first and will look over. I feel like we have done this before. How'd they say
the dagger.
Oh, okay. As he will reach out, I'm sorry, 1 second. He will turn from the horse and put the brush in his pocket and grab it.
You have your shadow, and that is mine. Mine is not as cool as yours. Or scary. Or might be more scary than yours. The symbol on there is the symbol of my house.
Give me a second, I need to take notes.
It is the house that and he'll hesitate, come from.
That of the Underdark.
Why do you say that?
Because the language that you speak is that of the lands beneath the ground.
Yes, that is correct. So like the chateau you carry, that you wish no one to know. My chateau never leaves me either, but we are not friends.
What is the name of your house?
Well, now look around. Well, you ready to be in a fight if they show.
Yes.
So be it. The name of their house is House Miserum. I will get you the spelling later.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you leave them for... Are you on the quest for the one that you looked to, or the one that I was hunting?
Oh, I have been upfront. I have been upfront with you all from day one. I am seeking an individual, a runaway. That runaway betrayed his people. So, I have been sent to catch him.
Rasmus will look at him. And what allegiance do you hold to your people? Or is it that of a social allegiance?
And a very confused look comes over my face. Like, why would you ever ask allegiance? How is that even something to consider? Elite? I do this because that is what I do. This is what I do.
So you make money for it, or it is just what you are supposed to do?
This is not... This is... I don't know how to explain. But if I don't do this, well, let's just say I'm good at it and no one else sticks around long. It is not a forgiving house, if that word is correctly said. It is not a word that is common in my language.
So then what holds you to this house? If not for allegiance, if not for money, what is the point?
The
By
horses.
all means, I expect that at some point, now talking about this, I am destined to a quicker death than I was. So I've been taught.
So if the one that comes to you, is that like your handler? Your
I don't know who that was.
Great.
It was one of them. But there are many.
Smiziar.
It simply was not the one in charge of my house. In charge of the house I come from.
If your entire house perished, what then?
And just a humorous laugh. That is not possible.
I was not asking for possibility, but probability.
Death is not probable. They don't die. They breed quickly and fight always. They don't die. And you see this fear and adoration and reverence and disdain and everything of good and bad reverence towards this subject. That is just how it is.
All right, we're going to pause there, and we're going to go back to. Sorry, Rasmus, if you had anything you wanted to say.
Would have just spun the dagger on his palm and handed it back to Anaho. And that's it.
All right. Elora and Rizia, you are in the town now at night, leaving behind this little girl that has the bloody dagger. And I would like to have you each tell me what you see inside this town. You are, again, let me pull this up here on the screen so people can see. Let me make sure we have the fan art too. We got fan art to show. So you are now inside, again, the town of Farlin, just outside where you were, or inside where you were when you passed by this place and the old woman initially warned you about the attacks on the village. As you walk along the streets, you see people looking at you. Tell me what you see, Elora.
As Laura moves through the town, she takes note of the people kind of going about their evening business, hustling about, and the occasional long look from groups of people that seem to be whispering about them, and she just kind of glances and continues on. She is not interested in anything that they have to think about her whatsoever, or Rizia either. And she just continues scanning the crowd for the woman that they had seen earlier.
You do notice, though, Rizia, as you're walking, Elora just seems to be attracting stray cats, dogs. They just seem to be coming toward her, just walking beside her. Chickens, yes. We still have Harriet. You just like all like small animals just seem to be gathering around her ankles, not bumping into her, but just gently following beside her. What else do you see, Rizia?
Rizzy would just be scanning and hunting for this lady, anybody who looks like they could give her information. She sees, normal things that she normally sees, fear in people just because she's a big lady.
Well, and now she's covered in blood with a giant jaw jutting off of her shoulder, yes.
But again, she'll just be stopping anybody just to ask where this lady is and where she can find this lady. And she kind of scans around, looking for somebody higher up, I guess, like somebody who she can talk to that would help.
So that would be my question. So what is your intent? So do you look for a sort of a house of authority, a chamber of some sort of leadership? Do you go to a tavern? Do you go to what are you looking for? You have no clues yet. Obviously, this little girl had no idea. So where are you looking?
I'll go to a tavern.
A tavern.
People gossip in there.
Okay.
Seems kind of a gossipy.
Not hard to find. There are only 2 taverns in this town, and the largest one is just around the corner. As you come toward it, you can smell the scents of bread and meat and mead that emanate from it. You can hear the sounds of laughter. The tavern lights burn through the windows, beckoning a warmth that you do not feel in your heart, because you also know that Taldar's blood cools in the soil not far behind, even as Rasmus and Anaho are quarreling in the forest. And with that, tonight, we end.
No. Where is this lady?
Thank you, Patrick, Ancient Gamer. We appreciate that. Patrick, we give away your stuff all the time. Huge supporter of our channel. Let me turn my lights back on here. All right, so before we do our giveaways tonight, we're going to do an overgourd tonight. These gorgeous Mike Disney overgourd prints. These are signed by Mike Disney. He's going to be here with us on Blue Box Con. Thank you so much, Red Hulk. I thought it was fun tonight, too. My players did a great job. Mark Views, yes. Mark, I still got to talk to you about that little special project I had. And I know you guys want more tonight, but I have something I've got to get to. And so this has been just so much fun with these players. Let me kill the ambient effects here, and let's just do we got a little bit of time here before we close off. Let's talk about what happened tonight. So thoughts on the combat, the way it occurred. Terry, what your next PC is going to be?
I don't know. I've got to talk to you about those things.
Well, yeah. Whoever it is our next leader.
Hello, the leader.
When he comes in, he's going to look to Rasmus to lead the party. He's very excited about that.
He should be. Terry, I can't get over your hair tonight. You look so good, man. I'm going to start growing mine out and do that same thing. That looks really, really good. I got to do that. That looks awesome.
You there? You look like a leader.
Don't you do that to me. Not again.
Okay.
No shadow.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to do.
Such an impressive type of leader.
All right. Because we've had over 80 viewers most of the night. If we are, hey, thank you for the sub. We're going to do a special giveaway tonight. I didn't announce this earlier because I like to reward people that stay with us. I don't always like to announce these things early on just to be pushing people to stay. We're going to give away one of these Mike Disney painted Pale Lords tonight. This is a Pale Lord, a custom mini. You can only get this here on Blue Box, a custom creature born of the Murdoll from Wheel of Time, if you've watched that show, but also from the depths of my brain, and then sculpted by Renato Suncio, printed by DM Dingbat, and painted by Mike Disney. So that's going to be our grand prize tonight. So we have two giveaways tonight. We have the Mike Disney Overgord, and then we have the Mike Disney printed Pale Lord Mini. This will grace your game table and TPK all of your PCs. All right. With that said, before we go to the giveaways, I want to talk about, thank you so much, Canadian Ancient Gamer. We appreciate the subs. Thank you for all the support tonight. We have the best community in D&D. I'm telling you, on Twitch, you guys are freaking amazing. Blue Box Con, like just over a week away. I'm not ready, but I will be. Let's talk about Taldar. So I've often referenced, and I said this earlier tonight, that it's usually the confluence of both player decisions and then dice rolls. Thank you for the sub, DM Dave. Oh, yes, I'm glad you did that. So, Phantom, thank you. DM Dave has a charity stream he's doing around the same time as Blue Box. You can pop the dates in the chat, if you will. Pardon me. DM Dave, you can also post a link to the stream and the charity. It's to feed the children, and they're going to be running a stream for 3 or 4 days, I think, in a row, and raising money to help feed starving children across the globe, and we want to support that. So please check that out. They'll pop the link here, I'm sure, in a moment. Taldar and Rizia, the decision to ride ahead and leave the party behind was so perfectly in character. Much like Moria and her decision to attack these plate mail armored guards back in Relastra. As a DM, what do you do with that? Do you think I'm wrong for putting these positions out, which are fait accompli if the players do what they do, but if the players do what they do as they should, it's a tough balance. And honestly, you guys would have still survived had it not been for the dice rolls, and I think many of those I did on stream tonight. But what are your thoughts on that? Let's start with you, Terry. You're a DM. You run a stream on Monday nights. I want you to shout that out as well. It's so wrong. I'm so sorry, but Terry, you're a story man, right? You're a guy who is always invested in the story. Thank you for joining us, GG Arsene. Appreciate that follow. Give us your thoughts.
Well, and it's a combination of story and what the characters would do, right? I mean, right. Being a barbarian, being neutral, having the mark on our skins, we had one thing that we want to do, and that's to get rid of that mark. So at least for Taldar, so he could continue on his quest of what he was trying to do.
Right.
That was a bump in the road to him, this thing, and he just wanted to get it taken care of. And I think what we did, with and truthfully, again, I think we were close. We could have, if the dice don't roll a certain way, we make it out alive. We just got unlucky. And I think it's better to stay true to how the dice rolls than it is necessarily to try and fudge it and make it work like it needs to work.
No, I think that's fair. By the way, the post is up with Guild Superior. Thank you, DM Dave. You can click there on TV Guild Superior link, and that stream does run from the 14th through the 21st. So BlueBoxCon starts the 13th, goes through the 15th. So you can do both and watch both streams, because we'll be doing some streaming during our con as well. But we definitely want to support what they're doing. So if you can, click that, follow Guild Superior, great group, DM Dave, friends of many of our folks here on the channel. Yeah, that was tough though. That was a hard thing, because Taldar's story, and you played it so exactly perfectly, Terry. He has so much to tell, and there's a greater urgency for him than just the glyph on his arm or his hand. And so that's why I think this upcoming LMA, telling the untold stories, we'll call it. Now, let's go around and let's talk about who should be Stream MVP. We'll do our first giveaway tonight, which is the Mike Disney Overgourd print. Did I forget anything tonight, Evelyn? I feel like I did. I forgot something, I think.
You were going to do an unboxing, you said at some point, didn't you?
Oh, you're right. Okay. Let's do that quickly. We have this unboxing Ferox Fabrications. Our friend Darren has sent us some goodness. And hang on, let me kick off the giveaway while I'm doing this so I can get you guys ready. All right, in the chat. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just kind of bouncing off what you were just talking about earlier, is I think we give you a hard time about murdering our players, but that's just more for funsies. We know you don't do it on purpose, but I think, like, kind of based on everything too, like book one, we played the same way. We played true to our characters and some of the decisions that we made, and nobody died except for Millie, and that again was just the dice roll and our characters, right? Like, and based on what our characters would do. And even when you gave us the information of how it was, we just played it out, and that's just what it was, right? Yeah. So I think in this book, yes, there's been more deaths, but again, like, I think it's just the combination of the dice rolls and just how our characters will play out. And I think it's better to have that risk and to make it more realistic than just we're invincible and we can do whatever and like go on adventures and not die and like escape death all the time. Like, that's no fun, like. Well, no, thank you, Vivi. I mean, I'll give you a 20 when I see you. But that's the whole point. So, but here's, I pulled up on the screen for our viewers. Here's the biggest difference. It is where book one was, which was Verbabonk. And, still a dangerous area. I mean, you guys had some very difficult, out here in Valuna, dangerous stuff. You had orc footholds, you had the Red Lords, so many things you encountered, but it was an essentially good aligned area. Now you're in the Great Kingdom. Relastra, an evil city governed by, an animus, Drax the Overlord, and the shattering of the Great Kingdom. And so much evil abounds here, a much more dangerous area that you faced. And that is also part of what's happened here, which, again, was not my intent when I started, but, no, the evil area was, but like killing 4 PCs. I got that right that time. Didn't say players. Killing 4 PCs in the first 18 sessions was never my intent. But thank you for that, Vivi. That was exactly right. All right, so your friend Darren, Vivi, let's see what he sent us. In the chat, you're going to type exclamation point. What's that? Because you said your friend Darren, I was like, debatable. Debatable. Kidding. As I got like an email notification about his wedding. Okay, fair enough. Exclamation point Gord in the chat. Exclamation point Gord. I popped that in the chat as well. And we have not asked the question tonight, but we do have one question for you. If you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, and I know many of you have, but if you're watching and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower who has not subbed,
or if you're a sub, it can't be so. I'm sure it's not true. But if there are any of you out there whose sub has expired and you have not resubbed, we have one question for you tonight at Blue Box. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub, and let's see what Darren sent us as you type !Gord in the chat for the Mike Disney Overgord giveaway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ah! He sent me many of these.
I've seen them.
Oh my gosh. These are These are going to become my favorite give. I cannot believe how cool these are. So these guys are the evolution version. Whoops, don't break it, John. The evolution version of Darren's mini painting holder. So you attach this base, which by the way is emblazoned with the Blue Box logo lasered into it, and then you take and you attach your mini to one of these bases, a bit of putty or tape or whatever, and then you just snap it on there, and this is how you can hold and paint your minis as you go. You can pivot this around, and you can pivot, so you can pull this off and have different minis. There's different bases. So if you're working on multiple minis, this guy will help you steady your hand as you paint. These are the Evolution mini holders from Ferox Fabrications. Darren, thank you, 1,000 times thank you. Okay. Ancient Gamer, thank you again, my friend. And the winner of the Disney Overgord tonight is... Set Monkey! Chris, are you on still, my friend? You must be present to win. Tell us you're still here.
Just commented.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, good.
Glitter John figures.
Yeah, Glitter John figures.
All right, and then for the, let's call it Pale Lord. P-A-L-E-L-O-R-D, Pale Lord, will be the giveaway. Whoops, I just messed that up with my drag and drop. Do it again. Pale Lord in the chat, and that gives you the opportunity to win a custom Blue Box monster spawned here from the bowels of my brain. Yes, I chose brain, not loins. And I'll pop that in the chat as well. Exactly like that. You want this. You know you want this. All right.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Stream MVP. So we're going to roll 5 times. Well, 4. I'm sorry. I must exclude Paldar because everyone will give the sympathy vote for the dead PC. So I can't do that. That would not be fair. So we'll have each of the remaining 4 living players will be able to, living PCs, players with living PCs, will be able to roll for one of our fans that are watching tonight. And we'll start with you tonight. Let's roll the D4 here. Where's my dice tray? It's hidden. My Pale Lord. All right, so you, Rory, tell us why Anaho should be Stream MVP tonight.
Okay, so Anaho should.
Good night, Red Hulk.
Because he rode directly into combat. And when doing so, he then was hit. He took that hit. He was still ready to fight. He then took the totem, put it in Taldar's hand, got her, give memories to Daddy, put the totem in his hand, closed it, and then proceeded to loot the rest of what he had. So he took those items, said a few words in what we have found to be Underdark, and then went and eventually rode back, meeting up with Rasmus, and then further kind of just having that conversation with Rasmus with this creature that was in the shadows that Anaho thought was hunting him, and went and unveiled some more information about where he came from.
Well done, sir. Well done. And I promise the detail on this looks better than you can see on this camera. It's incredible what Mike did. All right, and so you will be rolling for tonight. And by the way, the stream MVP vote does not go up until everyone has gone and expressed their reason for being stream MVP. And you, Anaho, will be rolling for... Wait, why do we have so many of these that are grayed out? Go ahead and type Pale Lord in the chat, exclamation point Pale Lord. Make sure we get all of you. You will be rolling for 2000 Caesar. Let's go, sir. Long-time supporter of our channel. So appreciative of all your support, Caesar. Alexander is amazing. All right, so let's go to next. Why should Rasmus be stream MVP?
Rasmus Road. And Rasmus Road.
Thank you so much, Chris. Go ahead.
And he tried to shoot bolts, and then he bolted. And then he took care of horses, and then he was able to get a lore drop from Anaho. So I think that's why Anaho should be stream MVP. But also, like, it was good to get a bit more info, and for someone to finally see Rasputin as Rasmus was just done. He was just like, I just don't even care.
Yeah.
Just, yep, this is him. Come on in.
I love that role play between the two of you. That was great.
Yeah, but that's about it.
We have a Pelor reference. Nice. Well played. Hadarok. So why should you be stream MVP, Rizia?
Rizia should be stream MVP for following suit with Calder, knowing that there is a time limit and trying to press on as quickly as possible. RP with Taldar again, just when that beast had come down, she was just like, we don't really have time, but let's get this done quickly. Her killing blow on the bee, we won't say what it is because we shouldn't assume on Blue Box, and just her RP with Taldar's death, a little I don't know if she can say or if I should say why, but there is something to her backstory as to why she notched her great axe.
Right.
And just hacking away at the jaw to bring it back as proof that she has that the beast has been murdered, looking for the old lady, not scaring a little girl too much, but also like giving her one of her pocket knives, but she's just like, I don't have time for you, like I don't even have time for anybody right now except for myself. And I think that is it. Singing the melon song as she was traveling down the way.
And that's all Taldar wished for as he died, was some melons laid upon his body.
Well, like I said, I didn't have actual melons on that, so I couldn't do it. And I could have did it a different way, but this is also PG-13.
No, that would have been acceptable in PG-13. That wouldn't have violated PG-13. No, that would have been fine. You missed a chance there, Vivi. All right, so
I did.
Josh, you have Manda, Mystical Unicorn. Vivi, you have Paul John's Life. He's never had an opportunity. Paul John's Life, are you still with us? You must be. Thank you, Avocado Kids. We appreciate that so much. So whoever's tracking this, inspiration. So
thank you.
So can you write that down, Evelyn? Or Vivi, I'm sorry. That's specifically for you. So you have inspiration next time, a D4
yes.
From Avocado Kids. Paul John's Life. Yep, he's here. All right, you will be rolled for. Who have I forgotten? Who's not gone yet? You. All right, I thought so. Elora, why should you be stream MVP?
Well, Laura should be stream MVP because she smacked a creature with a tree and a shrubbery quite forcefully. And then the role play after Taldar fell, placing the purple hyacinth upon his body and following through again with she communicates through flower language and what that means. And her following up behind Rizia, understanding that Rizia has a task to complete right now, but she doesn't want to leave her to her own to do whatever it is.
Right.
So accompanying her and not expecting her to necessarily talk right now, but just wanting to be there so that she can get whatever done she needs to get done. And kind of scoping, trying to help find this woman that she's looking for.
Yeah. Well said. Well done. The tree attack was one of my favorite moments tonight. Shrubbery and conifers attack. You will be rolling for Scott, Obsidian Risk. Let's go. You're still here, right, Scott? All right. The stream MVP vote is up. You can vote in the poll. Thank you again to Darren from Ferox Fabrications. Those evolution mini holders are incredible. Scott, are you still here? Please reply in chat and let us know you're still here. Waiting. Waiting. Oh no, is Scott gone? He might be gone. Give him 10 more seconds. Yes, you do, Mike. You need what these mini holders are incredible. Oh, there he is. Yes. Woo, Scott is here. Okay. All right, let's do the roll off and we'll go around again. Terry, I'm sorry you're not rolling tonight, but you are rolling over in your shallow grave. Let's go to you, Anaho. Please roll.
The blood is still fresh.
I haven't tried on Rizia yet.
The bed is still warm.
That's true. Yes. All right. Go ahead, Roy.
What'd you get?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
No.
No, we don't.
I got a 12.
And you were rolling for?
2000 Caesar.
Okay, Chris, you have a 12, my friend. That could still win.
Best, man. That is really my best.
That's actually pretty good.
That's not bad. All right, let's go to you, Josh.
I want to go. I'm rolling for Amanda, Mystical Unicorn Painting.
The stream MVP is very tight.
18, Amanda.
18? 18 for Amanda? Oh, okay. All right.
But once again, everyone's going last.
Yeah, well, let's. Oh, thank you, Renreb. You have been so many of you guys have been such incredible supporters the past several weeks, and I keep meaning to reach out to you. I will in Discord, but thank you, all of the folks that have been giving so much to the charity and the stuff that we've done on stream, helping Evelyn. Huge, over $600, I think. That was given to support Evelyn with her move. You guys have been absolutely incredible, and we're so thankful.
Matt is trying to bribe you.
Okay, all right. So go ahead.
Good bribe.
All right, Josh, what was the roll? Josh, did you roll?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What was the roll?
18.
18? Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So then we go to, we're not going to put you last again this time, Evelyn. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll.
Oh, well, okay, so for Obsidian Risk.
Yep.
And Rizia won stream MVP, by the way.
Thank you guys.
Oh, let's go, Rizia. Oh, strong vote. So that's 1,000 XP for you, Rizia. Mark that down.
Thank you much, Lee. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, I tied with Josh. I have an
You rolled an 18 as well. Okay.
Why do I even try?
Nerve-wracking,
All right, go ahead,
nerve-wracking.
Vivi.
No pressure. I'm rolling for Paul John's life.
Under
no, that one
pressure.
is no good. I'm gonna turn.
You're rolling for his life.
I am.
Oh, no.
I am rolling.
Here we go, Paul John is life.
Yeah, what did
That's a lot of pressure.
Your first chance here. Thank you again, Avocado Kids, for the support. Great to see all these new folks that are jumping in.
17.
Oh,
Just missed the
by
button.
one! By one!
Okay,
All
so
right.
it's a roll off.
So we have a roll off.
He didn't die.
All right, Josh. Rolling off.
Who are
Let's
you
do it.
rolling for?
Roll it off.
Evelyn?
I'm rolling for Obsidian Risk.
Yeah, she's got Scott.
Yeah,
You got Manda.
I got Amanda. Here we go.
Scott v. Manda.
That's it. That's it.
Manda, one die, just one.
Yep.
One die. Yep, that's all I got.
Tell us when.
Now.
31
Okay.
gold.
That's a 6.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, congratulations, Manda! You are the big winner tonight. Thank you, everyone, for supporting us. We're going to kick off a raid here in a moment. Before we close off tonight, I want to say again, big respect to Terry. Terry is the ultimate true-to-story role player, and he has been absolutely fantastic the entire way. Takes the character deaths on the chin so well, but also like not in what no DM wants to see is a player that acts like I don't care, my character died. Like that doesn't make a DM feel good.
John?
Yeah, well, yeah. Actually, that's why you keep dying.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
But we're gonna raid Careful Cantrip tonight. But Terry, again, you have been absolutely incredible. I'm really missing the story of Taldar. We'll do that. LMA, I mentioned. I want to talk to you about your next PC. But you, my friend, are a fan favorite, and well done as always. We're raiding Careful Cantrip now with 72 viewers. Blue Box will be back tomorrow night with Monster of the Week for our normal LMA stream. There will be no Sunday stream. It's Mother's Day. Shut it down. Spend the time with your mother. And we'll be back next Tuesday with Greyhawk Awakening. Blue Box. Rating now.
I'd actually rate it on time. I'm not used to